You know what I'm saying?
Hey, free that back 10 kilo.
But I'm back, baby.
Hey, nigga, you a diamond? Been
Yeah.
playing games.
Been playing games.
Hey, you know that's the most viral shit in the
I
world.
heard.
You heard?
I heard that shit retarded.
Glen Davis, also known as Big Baby Davis, was convicted in federal court for his role in a large NBA healthcare fraud scheme involving the league's Players' Health and Welfare Benefit Plan. Prosecutors said he and several other former NBA players submitted fake medical and dental claims for procedures that were never actually performed. The scheme involved creating fraudulent paperwork and invoices to make it appear as if expensive treatments had taken place so they could receive reimbursement money from the benefit plan. Davis was found guilty on multiple counts, including healthcare fraud, conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, and making false statements related to healthcare matters. In 2024, he was sentenced to 40 months in federal prison and ordered to pay restitution for the money that was improperly obtained through the fraudulent claims. Now that Glen Davis is back in society after serving time, the biggest solution for him moving forward is rebuilding his life with structure, accountability, and purpose. When someone has gone through the federal prison system, the most important step is understanding that freedom is an opportunity that many people never get again. The first thing he should focus on is staying completely away from anything that could put him back in legal trouble. That means surrounding himself with the right people, avoiding individuals who may still be involved in questionable activities, and making sure that every decision he makes is calculated and responsible. A lot of people return home and fall back into old habits or the same circles that helped create their downfall in the first place. But if he truly wants to rebuild his reputation and keep his freedom, he has to move with discipline and intention. Another important step for him is repairing his public image. When someone who was once a professional athlete becomes involved in a federal case, it can damage how people view them. However, reputations can be rebuilt over time if a person shows growth and accountability. One way he could do that is by being transparent about his mistakes and speaking openly about what he learned from the situation. Former athletes often have a powerful voice, especially when talking to younger generations. If he chooses to speak at schools, youth programs, or community events about the consequences of poor decisions, he can turn a negative chapter into something educational and meaningful. People tend to respect individuals who acknowledge their mistakes and try to use their experiences to guide others away from making the same ones. He could also focus on using his basketball background to create new opportunities. Even though his playing career in the NBA is behind him, the knowledge and experience he gained during his time in the league still has value. Coaching, mentoring young athletes, running basketball camps, or helping train players who want to improve their skills are all realistic paths. Many former professional athletes transition into roles where they help develop the next generation, and that can give him both purpose and a legitimate income stream. Basketball is still a huge part of his identity, and leaning into that could help him rebuild a positive narrative around his name. Financial responsibility will also be crucial for him moving forward. Legal issues and prison sentences can drain a person financially, so managing money wisely becomes very important once someone is back home. That means avoiding flashy spending habits and focusing instead on stability and long-term planning. Investing in legitimate businesses, working with trustworthy financial advisors, and building multiple sources of income can help him stay secure and avoid the pressure that sometimes leads people to make desperate or risky choices. When financial stability is present, it becomes much easier to stay focused on growth rather than survival. Another powerful move for him would be giving back to communities that supported him during his basketball career. Athletes often have a strong connection with fans, especially in cities where they played. If he gets involved in community outreach, charity work, or youth sports programs, it can help rebuild goodwill while also making a real impact. Programs focused on mentoring kids, promoting education, and encouraging discipline through sports would align perfectly with his background. These types of efforts show that someone is trying to contribute something positive rather than simply moving on and pretending the past never happened. Finally, the most important factor in his future will be personal growth. Prison can be a harsh experience, but many people use that time to reflect on their decisions and figure out how they want the rest of their lives to look. If he truly takes that reflection seriously, he can come out of the situation with a stronger mindset and a clearer sense of direction. Growth means learning from mistakes rather than repeating them, and it also means understanding that every opportunity moving forward should be treated with gratitude. Freedom, reputation, and success are all things that can be rebuilt, but it requires patience, humility, and consistent effort. If he commits himself to staying disciplined, using his platform for positive influence, reconnecting with basketball in a constructive way, and building a stable life outside of controversy, there is still plenty of opportunity for him to turn the next chapter of his life into something meaningful. A lot of people fall apart after legal trouble, but others use it as a turning point that pushes them toward a better and more responsible future. Which path he takes will depend entirely on the decisions he makes now that he has been given another chance.